This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. Listener Anne wrote in. She wrote in 7 years ago, but I lost her message and just found it. Hopefully she's still a loyal listener. Hopefully she's still alive. But if not, there's some extra zombie reanimation powder in the stockroom. Here's what she said. Hi, I got a recipe book for Christmas to store all of my recipes. The problem, though, is I don't know exactly what or how I should sort it. I could sort by the type of meal, breakfast, lunch, snack, or dinner, or by the type of food, cookies, cake, salad, etc. I don't know how I'll be looking things up at the time. What should I do? Thank you for the question, Amy. My episode on filing things for retrieval, there's a link in this episode's transcript, won't quite do the trick, since Amy anticipates needing to retrieve her recipes many different ways. There's no one answer. Fortunately, here at Quick and Dirty Tips, we daily conquer the difficult and weekly accomplish the impossible. So I think that Amy should do the same and should file one item under multiple filing systems at once. Now, back to Amy's question. In 8th grade, we moved to a new city and I decided, for reasons known only to my bizarre 13-year-old mind, probably some weird puberty side effect, to pretend that I had an identical twin brother. I actually pulled it off for a few weeks, but what made it fall apart was that I couldn't be in two places at the same time, and neither can your files. But there are things you can do to file something in multiple places. For example, let's say that you're a theater fan like me. Not a stalking and restraining order type fan, usually, but the kind of fan who gets your program autographed. You see Finding Neverland on Broadway, and you get Laura Michelle Kelly's autograph on your playbill. You file it under Finding Neverland, since all of your memories of that show are connected to the show's name. But then you find out that Laura is an Olivier Award-winning actress whose other work you also really like, so you decide that she deserves her own file, Laura Michelle Kelly, since you might find other things that she's done and you want to file that all under her name. So now you want to put your playbill in two files, Finding Neverland and Laura Michelle Kelly. Here's how you do it. Use a cross-reference. Keep the playbill itself in your Finding Neverland file. Then write on an index card, autographed playbill filed under Finding Neverland, and put the index card in your Laura Michelle Kelly file. Then, when you're browsing Laura's file, you have a reminder that you have her autograph on file in the Finding Neverland file. Now these days, you might be going paperless. In that case, you can use electronic shortcuts to file one file in multiple places. On both the Mac and the PC, you can create an alias or a shortcut to a file. Let's say you wrote a letter to your mom. You put the original file, Letter to Mom, in your Mom folder. Then you create an alias that you put in your Correspondence folder. When you click the alias, it opens the original file. I use aliases a lot. Since I store my episode audio files on an external hard drive, I have a folder on the hard drive called Audio Recordings. Then in my Documents directory, I have a separate folder for each Get It Done Guy episode that contains the script and an alias for the audio file. So even though it's on a different disk drive, one click opens an episode's audio from the same folder as I have the script. On the PC, you create a shortcut by right-clicking on a file's icon and choosing Create Shortcut. The shortcut appears next to the original icon, and you can just drag it anywhere you want to put it. You can also drag an icon while holding down the Alt key, and then when you drop the icon, the original file stays in the same place, but a shortcut back to the original file gets created. On the Mac, Control-click a file's icon and choose Make Alias. Or you can also drag an icon while holding down the Command and Option keys, and again, it will magically create an alias. Either way, on Mac or PC, you can create an alias to an original file. Now, of course, I know what you're saying. You're saying, why don't I just copy the file instead of using an alias? Oh, but that uses twice as much disk space, and changes that you make to one of the copies won't show up on the other copy. With an alias, there's only one master file, so any changes that you make show up no matter which alias you click on and where that alias is in your filing structure. We also file email messages in our email programs. Email programs generally don't have aliases, but you can at least copy messages and keep an exact copy in two different folders. On Windows, just drag and drop an email message to the folder where you want it, but hold down the Control key. The message will be copied instead of moved. On the Mac, hold down the Option key while you drag and drop. You can copy the message to as many folders as you want. These instructions work for Outlook, Apple Mail, and Thunderbird. And since email messages are typically rather small, copying instead of using aliases isn't really going to eat up your disk drive. Amy, this is the key to your recipe book. File recipes by type of meal and type of food. And heck, how about also by the name of each dish? So here's what I'd do. I would file recipes alphabetically by the name of the dish. So lime jello marshmallow cottage cheese surprise would be filed under L for lime jello. Then jot down the name under the type of food. So in this case, salads, who knew? And also jot down the name under the meal type, dinner, lunch, or, well, whatever. Now, if you're in the mood for a salad, you look under salads, scan the names, and think to yourself, wow, lime jello marshmallow cottage cheese surprise would really hit the spot. Then you look up the detailed recipe, and it is detailed, by name. You can't be in two places at once, but your recipes and your paper files can. File index cards as cross-references, and on a computer, just create aliases or shortcuts to files and put the aliases in any folder where you might need them. For email, just copy the message to as many folders as you like. This is Steve Robbins. Find a link to the recipe for lime jello marshmallow cottage cheese surprise in this episode's transcript at getitdone.quickanddirtytips.com. I help people live extraordinary lives being extraordinarily productive. If you want to know more, visit steverobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.